What if I told you that you could start your business today in less time than it takes to watch a movie, binge a Netflix episode, or scroll mindlessly on TikTok? Now, I promise you, I'm not clickbaiting you. This is real. My name's David Paul, and I'm a serial entrepreneur who's generated tens of millions from businesses I've started. And I'm going to show you exactly how to go from zero to launched in under 60 minutes. You will be able to launch your business in under 60 minutes. No business plan, no investors needed, no fancy website. At the end of this, you will have no excuses. Because the truth is, you just don't need 6 months of planning and months of research. You need momentum and action. And I'm going to help you take action today, step by step. Now, first of all, let me tell you this. You are almost certainly overthinking it. So if you've been thinking of starting your business for a while and keep coming up with obstacles, this video is going to be for you, because I'm going to help you break that cycle of procrastination and overthinking and get your business launched, and launched in under 60 minutes. The first thing you must get into your head, though, is that you don't need everything to be perfect to get started. I get it. I understand. You want your business to be awesome. You want everything to be right from day one. Now, the reality is that nothing is ever perfect. If you want your idea or your website or your offer to be perfect and you wait for that, then you're just never going to get launched. So get used to the idea of refinement, not perfection. Launch at 80% good and then refine it over time rather than waiting for it to be perfect from day one. Now, to launch a business, all you really need is a clear idea, a clear offer, and a way to reach people, and a way, obviously, to get paid. When you boil it down, it really is that simple: idea, offer, promotion, paid. Now, most people waste weeks, months, or even years trying to get everything just right. But your business isn't built in your head. Okay, it's not built up there. It's built in the real world by testing, learning, adapting, and improving it day in, day out, week in, week out. So if you've been procrastinating, planning endlessly, or waiting for the right time, then this is the right time. Stop delaying. And in this video, I'll get you launched in under 60 minutes. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Now, to kick things off, you're first of all going to need two main things. Number one, and it's pretty simple, but the most overlooked thing, is the right mindset. Now, we've already talked about that. Remember, we're working for 80% perfect and not perfection. You are going to launch your business and refine and improve from there. The next thing you're going to need, and again, it's pretty obvious, is a business idea. Now, I'm guessing if you've made it to this video, you probably have an idea already. But if you don't have a business idea and need inspiration, then go and check out my book, The 50 Great Business Ideas You Can Start Now. The link is in the description if you're interested in getting that book. But don't get too hung up on your idea to begin with. Remember, keep it simple to begin with and refine over time. For example, if you want to launch a home service business, start with one service. Don't try and do lots. Don't try and do cleaning, landscaping, plumbing, etc., 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 all at once. Pick one offer and run with it. You can always add more later. If you want to launch a digital product, don't wait until you have every single bell and whistle and thingamabob live. Get the core offer launched and refine it from there. The key is to just get started and just get it done, get it launched. Chances are you've already spent days, months, or even years planning and thinking about your new business. But for the first 10 minutes of this video, we are going to boil that down into the basics and do some really basic planning. You don't need a full business plan or endless documents or to-do lists or spreadsheets or things or whatever, but you do need to know your basic proposition. That means you need to know what problem it is you're going to solve. What do you solve it for? Sorry, who do you solve it for? Your customer profile or avatar, that is. So what does your customer look like? Who are they? Are they male, female, age, likes, dislikes? Get an idea of who your customer is. And then next, what result will they actually get? What is it you're actually going to do for people? What is the product or service you're delivering? As an example, you might say, I help Airbnb hosts keep their properties spotless with affordable, reliable cleaning. Or you might say something like, I help busy mums get healthy weekday dinners on the table with pre-made freezer meals, something like that. Or maybe if you help small businesses, you might say, I help small businesses or business owners manage their inbox and calendar. Don't overcomplicate it. Think in plain, simple language. It's really that simple. So next in our 60-minute launch plan, it's time to give your business a name. Now, again, please don't spend too much time on this. I've seen entrepreneurs spend months procrastinating over choosing a name before they've even got started. For the vast majority of businesses, the name is really irrelevant. You can have the best business name ever thought of, but if your idea stinks or you don't promote it, then it's like, what's the point? Worst of all, you could spend so much time thinking up a name that you just never get launched and you miss the opportunity completely. So please don't spend too much time on a name. Think of a name, spend a few minutes checking if there's anyone else doing the same thing you are with the same name. Now, a couple of Google searches will usually do the job and are pretty quick to carry out. Then maybe check your website domain name is available. For example, it might be yourchosenname.com. Now, if it's not available, and it often isn't, then consider extensions or alternative. For example, right, my name's David Paul, but it wasn't available when I started on YouTube, so I went with David Paul HQ. I just added a simple extension on. If you really want to be extra safe, you might also want to check the availability of trademarks. Now, again, this is super easy to do online in just a few minutes. You don't need to pay a lawyer or anything else. It's super easy to do online. Don't get too hung up on it, though. It really isn't the domain name or the business name that matters. It's your offer and your marketing. For most business names, they just don't matter. I do understand that for a few business names, they can be a little bit more important. Mainly, I'm thinking about things like maybe apps or technology type systems. Even then, though, I still think it's about keeping it short and snappy than what it's actually called. So, for example, you might be able to call a local cleaning firm John Davidson Cleaning Services London Limited, but on an app, that's not going to work. So chances are you'll want something a bit snappier, I don't know, Clean London. But for most ideas, the name does not matter. It should take you no longer than a few minutes at most to choose a name, and it's taking any longer than you're procrastinating. So you've got your name. Next, in our 60-minute launch, make sure people can actually contact you. Now, you need at least an email and ideally a phone number too, because lots of people still want to talk to people by phone. Now, again, don't worry about having an email address at yourdomain.com or anything fancy. Just set up a simple free Gmail account. And for a phone number, either use your existing phone or you can have a virtual phone number set up online within minutes, or you go to your local phone store, you can get a phone super quick and super easy. Just search virtual phone numbers on Google, and it's super easy to get set up really quickly. Now, the next step of your 60-minute launch plan isn't strictly necessary, and you can get launched without it. But personally, I like to spend a few minutes creating a nice, easy to create logo. Now, again, I've seen people spend thousands or even tens of thousands on branding agencies and designers to do this for them, and spend weeks or months agonizing over whether it should be this font or this color or that color. It's absolutely ridiculous. If that's you, for heaven's sake, please stop. Your logo is not important. Yes, you might need one, but it should be like 1% of your overall focus when launching your business, not like 90%. There are tons of free logo makers online which take 5 minutes to have your logo designed. Now, my favorite would be Canva, as it has some free plans and sample plans and loads of great logo templates you can use. It really is as simple as typing your name over the existing template. Maybe you want to mess with a few colors or fonts or whatever. But, you know, hey presto, you're in business and you have a logo super quick with something like Canva. Now, next in our 60-minute launch, we need to set up a payment method to make sure you can get paid, because you're going to want to get money for whatever it is you're offering. Now, again, loads of options here. Of course, you can do cash only if you're a local services business, but you can easily get more welcoming than that to your potential customers. You can use online services like PayPal or Stripe for service businesses. You can use something like Square for in-person sales, or local services for people who want to pay by credit card, for example. Now, Shopify has great starter plans with lots of ready-made templates if you're selling digital products or selling more generally online. Now, if you need to do international payments, perhaps you're providing consulting services internationally, then you can use transfer services like Wise, for example, or even your own bank. It's so easy these days to get payments set up. You don't need to go to your bank or set up meetings with your local branch. You just get online, do some research, and you can have a payment method set up within minutes. Now, none of these are my personal recommendations. They are all just popular payment processors. I do use some of them, but there are loads and loads and loads online. It's usually as simple as setting up an account, link your bank, and then just get on and test it. Now, you might need to add a bit of ID evidence, for example, but it really is super simple. Now, whilst we're on the subject of money, let's talk about invoicing. Now, again, you don't need anything complicated for invoicing software from day one. Just keep it nice and simple. You can create a simple spreadsheet, something like Google Docs, to track your sales and expenses. Google Sheets, not Google Docs, is free, or they're both free, but Google Sheets is the spreadsheet, and it's perfect for this. Now, later you can upgrade to something more professional like QuickBooks or Xero, but not today. Today, you just need to be able to receive money, and it's really simple to do that. So far in our 60-minute launch plan, you have a great idea. You're going to launch what you have rather than wait for it to be perfect, and you have a logo which took you just a few minutes to design. You've also set up a way to get paid. We are almost launched. So now is the time to craft your offer. And this is where you really need to focus on your offer. It's the most important part of the whole thing. Your offer is exactly that. It's your offering. It's your main marketing message. It's your core offer. Now, again, I see people spend hours and hours and hours, or even weeks and weeks and weeks, or months and months and months, choosing their name, setting up their logos, choosing payment providers, designing their accounting software, blah, 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 blah. And then spending no time at all on their actual offer. Now, you're not going to make that same mistake. You know, because I've told you that crafting your offer is where you need to spend the time getting it right. If there's any way you're going to spend a bit more time, this is it. The way you communicate your offer will, of course, vary depending on the type of business you operate. So, for example, if you are, let's say, a business consultant, then obviously much of your time selling is probably going to take place by email or over the phone. Now, if you offer local home services, for example, it might be on a flyer or a Facebook group. So although the way you communicate your offer might vary based on the type of business, the concept is the same. A good offer is made up of understanding who you help, what you help them with, and the result that they can expect from your product or service, and some form of incentive to take action. So, for example, let's look at an email sample or direct message DM you might send a potential client if you say help small businesses with their admin and office stuff, right? So you'd say, hey, I help small business owners handle their inbox, calendar, and admin so they can save time and focus on growing their business. I currently have availability for 2 more clients. Would you like to chat about how I can help? Now, there's loads of ways you could strengthen that. It's probably not the best one, but just as an example, it's real, it's human, it's not pushy. If you're a home services business, you might mix the ending up, something like, I'm in your area today and tomorrow. Shall I pop by and give you a quote? Nice, clear messaging there. If you wanted to make it even more compelling, then you might add a mini offer. Like, for example, if you're a personal trainer, then it might be, you might add an offer like something like, I'm offering a free trial session for the first 3 people who reply today. It's super easy. You've added time and scarcity there, which should elicit a reply. Have a think about what you can offer as an incentive with a no obligation taster of what you do. Or if you have a more transactional business, like booking a cleaning service, for example, then you can offer incentives to book right now. For example, I have an offer today that you can save 15% if you book by the end of today. Anything like that. Whatever you offer and whatever your incentive is, you can adapt it to the audience and to your channel, whatever channel it is you're communicating by. You can use it on your own personal social media, in DMs, on job sites, or even as a flyer. And here's the best part. Most of your early sales are probably going to come from your existing personal network, whether that's friends, friends of friends, ex-colleagues, neighbors. Now, don't underestimate your reach. Spend time working on that existing network that you have. So let's take your offer further and really start marketing your product or service. You've already spread the word in your social and professional network. So let's now focus on the general public, people outside of your existing network of contacts. So the quickest way to get clients without spending any money on advertising is obviously, and it is obvious, on social media and on free listings. Now, what you choose will vary on your business type, whether it's like, for example, professional services, you might lean more towards something like LinkedIn, fashion might be more TikTok or Instagram, older demographic products might be more Facebook, specialist hobbies, again, you're probably thinking Facebook groups. Join free online directories in your niche and get involved in Facebook groups and other online groups in your target audience. Post in Reddit or forums related to your niche. This is definitely not the time to be shy. Post what it is you're doing, who it's for, what they get, how to contact you. Don't just sell though. Post helpful answers to questions or share information that demonstrates your expertise. Make it clear. Include a photo of yourself if you're comfortable. People buy from people, don't forget. You're not pretending to be a big brand here. You're a real person solving a real problem. That's powerful. Being a small business is a really powerful way of marketing. And remember, post again tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. Momentum comes from action day after day, time after time. If you follow all of these steps, you're likely to get at least one response or inquiry, and you might get more than that. Now, sure, not within the first hour, but you've spent that hour putting yourself in the best position to succeed, and you will refine and improve from there. That's the point. Refine and improve time after time, day after day. So, after months or even years of procrastination, you have launched your business in less than 60 minutes. Is it perfect? Probably not. Hopefully not. Will there be many other things you have to do to grow and improve? Well, definitely there will be. Have you taken action though? Yes, you have. And now it's time to take action day after day, every day until you're where you want to be. If you keep reaching out to customers and if you don't hear back today, follow up tomorrow. Keep the conversation going. Don't stop there though. Keep going. Be consistent every single day. Whilst you can, as I've demonstrated, launch a business in 60 minutes, good businesses, real businesses are built over time. Keep refining your offer. Create basic systems to manage customers. There are tons of these online. Build a simple website or landing page. Get loads of free or low cost options to do this. Get reviews and testimonials. They're going to be really important for your business's growth, and raise your prices as you grow. But none of this matters if you don't just start. If all you do from this video, if all you get from this video is that you're spending too much time overthinking it and over planning and not enough time doing it, then I hope it's helped. You absolutely can launch your business in under an hour. Even if it takes a day, most people never even get that far. So give yourself some credit. Stop overthinking it, stop overcomplicating it, and get it done and keep that momentum going day after day, week after week. And remember, done is better than perfect. Keep showing up every day, every week, improving your offer, improving your business, and delivering value. You'll be amazed how quickly that momentum builds and how quickly your business will grow. It's so simple. You're going to encounter some problems and you're going to have some obstacles, but don't let them set you off track. Get back on track. No problem is insurmountable. Nothing at all is insurmountable. If you want to go deeper and build a proper business that can scale, then check out my book, The Zero Cash Startup. I break everything down in detail in simple terms, and you can grab a copy using the link in the description. And if you want my help in person, or sorry, personally, I should say, to personally guide you, I do one-on-one strategy sessions every week, but I only pick one person to receive one each week. You can apply using the link in the description. Now, although I'm a seasoned entrepreneur with a bunch of successful businesses and a couple of failures under my belt, and it's a big belt, right? I do this to help new and budding entrepreneurs get started and take action. It's my way of giving back. So please help me out by liking and subscribing to help me grow this channel. It's a pretty new channel, so I need your help to grow it. I'm here making these videos because people ask me to help them. So the more people I can help, the better. It's that simple. I'm David Paul. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye for now.